Hello, welcome back all my share bears. Today's video is another shopper's haul. I will not say drugstore because a few of these items are quite pricey. I also have to say I do not have my receipt for this haul. I'm going on memory for some of them, and others are, I really don't know the price. I don't remember the price, but needless to say, it is a fairly substantial haul. I'm going to start with the fact that a couple of these items are Canadian only products, and as I've said millions of times, that this brand needs to get their act together and go international with them. But also, there is one item in here that was not from Shoppers, but it came in an order that I had done, and it was just one thing, so I decided I would throw it in here with the mix. So let's get started, because there's quite a few products here. First off, I'm going to start with non-makeup related things. First off, I have been on like a tear for eye makeup removers, and so far I've bought 4, and I've said I'm going to do an in-depth review of which ones I think are the best. And I'm using my Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect mascara as my tester, which I know comes off with Mary Kay. So these are all different eye makeup removers I have picked up. The next one in my mix is a drugstore one that can be bought at any drugstore. This is not Canadian only. It's a Neutrogena oil-free eye makeup remover. It says it removes even waterproof mascara. I have not tried it yet, so I do not know, but this is in the mix, and I think I paid $9.99 for this. It wasn't very expensive. Good drugstore pricing for something. The next item I have is, and I've thrown out the box because I'm stupid and I don't remember what this one is called. This is the Pure Clay Mask from L'Oreal. In my last Shoppers video, I think it was, I said that I had picked up the green one and I really liked it and I wanted to try the red one. This is the red one, and I have to say I really like this mask. I have tried it. I prefer the smell of this mask too, which the other one smelled like eucalyptus, and I like eucalyptus, but this one smelled way better. This one did not burn when I first put it on. It had a very cooling effect, and I think this one is the skin purifying one, but I'm not 100% sure. It's supposed to remove dullness from your skin, so I did like this. I did find it worked well, and it was a good purchase, but it was more expensive than my last one. The last one was $11.49. It was on sale. This one was $16.99, but still, for a mask, that's not bad, and you don't need to use very much of it, so I will repurchase this again. Now I will do my quote items, which I'm pretty sure that you had figured out was what I was buying that was Canadian only, because I'm hooked on quote. The first two are 2 palettes, and they are the Smoky Eyeshadow palettes. The first one is Okay, so the first one is palette 1, and this one comes with 7 powders and 1 cream. I have not used this yet, but it is absolutely beautiful, and these are the Smoky Eye collections. I do really like the Quo eyeshadows, so loving this. The next one is the palette 2, which is also a Smoky Eyes palette, and this one has more brown tones. This one does not have a cream. It is all powders, but again, I'm loving the Quo mini palettes. These are very, very, very shiny, which is why I'm trying not to hold them up. They're good quality, compact, which I like, but again, I have not tried either one of these, so I can't speak to how they are. Hopefully I'll have a review up very soon for these. These were $24 each. As I've said before, Quo is not always the cheapest brand going. Next, both Quo. This is the Quo blending sponge. As you can see, it's quite squishy. This does not have water in it. This is $7, I think. This one's $7. This is just the facial sponge. It is wonderful, and I've used this several times and will buy more of these. I would compare this to the Real Techniques, except it's cheaper than any Real Techniques sponge I've gotten. I think it's very comparable to even the Beauty Blender, and what I love most about this is when I clean it out, you see how purple this is? This is how purple it was when I got it. This does not bleed when you wash it. I think Beauty Blender could take a few notes from Quo on it, because I have a pink one that I have washed several times and it still comes out. There's pink going into the sink. So this is wonderful. It does blow up to about 1.5 times the size, I guess. It does get quite large when you do water on it. The next thing I bought was a 3-pack of their mini ones, and I will pull one of these out because I have not used these ones, but I have used the other one. And again, this one did not bleed. I have been using it to put it in my concealer, I guess, apply my concealer. But this is how much they blow up. This one was this size, but very nice, nice and soft. They are a bit denser when they're dry, but very soft. I did use this one today, so it is wet. Again, did not bleed the color, which I think is awesome. Also, this set of 3 sponges is $10, so 3 sponges, and I mean, it's like any sponge, it takes a while to go through it, so great deal. Will repurchase these. Now on to some more readily available products. The first is, this one I did not get from Shoppers. I got it off Well Canada, which is where I get a lot of my Milani if I'm not ordering it directly from Milani. So this is the Baked Powder Blush in Luminoso. And the reason why I got this is because everybody talks about this on YouTube and how beautiful it is. First impressions, it's beautiful. Second impressions is it's quite powdery, which I'm not used to with baked blushes or baked products in general. But I do like it. I believe I paid $7.99 for it. I also got a few other things with it, but they were like replacement items for my vast makeup collection. Then we'll go back to Shoppers. And I had tried the Infallible Total Coverage from L'Oreal in the foundation, and I love it. I'm not going to lie, I love that foundation. But I had never tried the other Infallible foundations. So I picked up both of them. And I have to say that I thought I would like the Infallible, which is the matte, the Pro Matte, better than I would like the Glow, but I think I like the Glow better. And I think it might be because my skin has been a bit drier this winter, not normal for me. Even on my nose it's been a bit dry, so I'm really enjoying this one, and this one works nice, but I think I like this one better, and I'm happy I got both of them because then I have all of them. But I know these are both hyped up on YouTube, and with good reason. And on to, I had gotten 3 of the 4 Essence palettes in the pans like this. This was the only one I hadn't gotten. They got it back in stock at Shoppers and I snatched it up. I will be giving you a review on what I think of all these palettes, but I can tell you that this one is nice. This one has more matte shades in it, so it's, I'm not going to say it's easier to work with because I'll leave that to my whole overview of the products, but it makes it more convenient if you are not a makeup addict collector that has tons of palettes that you can just reach in and grab another palette for mattes. This one has quite a few mattes and I do like it. It's $5.99 at the drugstore, which makes it a really good buy, and there's a lot of eyeshadow in here. And if you're into neutrals, that's the one that you're going to want. Now, like I said, there is high end in here. Higher end than my Quo palettes. And I have been discussing how our Shoppers has Art Deco. And I am on a tear to buy all these different items from them so I can give a complete overview of this product. So I have a few more items, and I have said these are not cheap. They're not cheap to a point where they put the actual sensors on them so you can't walk out with them. The first thing I got was the Skin Perfecting Makeup Base. I have not tried this because, well, you'll see later, I have another thing I picked up from another place, so it will be in a haul. I do like that it comes with a pump This is only 0.5 fluid ounces, and I believe I paid $30 for it, so it is pricey. It has a very cooling feeling. Like, I'm rubbing in, it's almost moisturizing, which I kind of like right now. It is silicone free, although it does kind of look like silicone when you pull it out, but it's when you pump it out, but it's more of a gel consistency than a silicone consistency. So because I haven't tried this, I cannot speak to its lasting power, but that's because I've been trying another one I will discuss in another video. Next, I got a mascara, and this is another line where they have several different types of mascara. The one I went for was a high definition volume mascara. It was also the most expensive one that they had there. I have tried this, and I have to say I really like it. It has nothing special for a brush, but when I wore this, my lashes looked really good, but not overdone. Like, they weren't too long, but they weren't stumpy, but they were volumized, and they were just perfect. They were great for at work, and this was $30, which makes it a high-end mascara that I have bought, and I'm glad I bought it, and I do like it, and I probably will try others in the line and possibly repurchase this one. Then I went on and got a blush because I got the eyeshadows you seen in the last one. Of course, I put like these little things in. Again, this is one of those things where you buy the compact. So this is actually the Beauty Box Trio, so you could fit 3 eyeshadows in here or 1 blush, and that's what I got. This was $13 for the compact, which isn't too bad. I know that it's comparable to Mary Kay or a few other ones. The blush was $12, which again I think is very comparable. This blush feels like silk, like pure silk, and blends beautifully. This is in the number 23. It doesn't say nobody calls until I'm doing a video. Just saying. It doesn't say a color on it, and there are only a few colors in their blush line, but I have wore this, and I could say that I really liked it. It did stay all day. It does have kind of a sheen, so you don't really need to put on a highlighter with it. It's just like a rosy, like a warm rosy color, which seems to be my thing. I also picked up their loose fixing powder, and I do like this. I don't care for the packaging because it does get everywhere, but this is, I don't think it says it's translucent. It's expensive. Okay, they call it a rub and waterproof camouflage fixing powder, and it has a slight color to it, but when you put it on, it disappears. It kind of has a peachy yellowy tinge to it, but it does go away, but it has a bit of a sheen. And when I did use this, it does come with a puff, which again, I don't use a puff. I use a brush to apply it. So I did use it with the brush and I liked the finish, and it did seem to help my makeup stay in place all day, but that can also be because it's on a good foundation. So this is only 0.35 ounces, which is quite a small container, and it was $35 for this. So I am going to do a video on my complete overview of the product, so I don't want to go into it too in depth, but it is a good product, but it's very pricey. Next, I have two brushes. The first brush is an eye brush, and the first thing I'm going to say is they came with this. They came in a box, and then this was in the bottom of the box so that you can protect your brushes. As you can see, I have already used it, and first impressions, second impressions, I like it a lot. Again, brushes are pricey, so buying individual brushes like this, I believe this one was $22. And this one, which is the face brush, again, it came in a box. This was folded up in the bottom of the box so you can keep your brush's shape. This is the face brush, and this is so nice and soft. And again, it was expensive. It was $30 for this brush, but I would probably repurchase both of these brushes. They do have a few others, but I'm not interested in them. And I have again put the sleeve on to keep it shape, which I really do like the fact that they supplied that. Then the last item I got, in my last haul I said I got the bronzer in number 50, which was a bit dark. I can use it, but it is a bit of the darker one. Number 80 is lighter, and I did manage to get one because they had restocked, and this is what this one looks like. I do not use them separate, I mix them together, and I could say that I really do like their bronzers. They are expensive, but good quality. They stay on. Again, I don't want to go into great detail on them, and I can't remember how much that was, but if you see my last video, I did say how much the bronzer was. So, that is everything I got from this Shopper/Well Canada haul. I hope you've enjoyed it. I want to remind you to go down to the description box down below, see who is holding the MAB giveaway. At the time of this filming, it is Vicky J, but by the time this gets up, it could be Zelma. So, just make sure you're going over to their video, commenting on their video. Also, make sure you're subscribed to all the ladies of MAB. There are 2 new ones in our group. A few have left, 2 have joined, and you must be 18 years or older. It's open internationally, and you must have your profile public. That's simple. just go win a prize. So, I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful sunshiny day. Much love, and bye for now.